This is Doofy McButterscotch, and I'm back to Russell Crowe because I watched a movie on my plane flight called A Beautiful Mind. I had not seen that one before, and I gotta tell you, it was dramatic, but I really liked it because Russell Crowe played the character John F. Nash, who was extremely socially awkward, and I can relate because I remember those awkward years back in high school and stuff. They were so awkward, so I could relate with this character on some of the cringeworthy moments and stuff. But yeah, he played the character excellently. It was very believable. It's about Russell Crowe playing this character who is accepted into a very popular school, something like Harvard or like that, and he's very different because he doesn't go to classes like all the other students. He actually does his own thing. He's like determined to create his own formula and whatnot, and he actually succeeds with that, which is amazing. And later on, he gets this super duper hot girl that's into him, and you know, it's ridiculous because hot girls usually don't pursue you, especially if you're really awkward. It's like, it's a miracle of society because this was based on a true story, so it's not like a made-up work of fiction where the loser guy gets the hot girl and it's like, oh, let's all feel good. This was actually based on a real story, so it's believable, so it can actually happen. It's just very unlikely, so I don't know. But it actually goes into a real mental breakdown thing, and there's actually some Inception shit going on because Russell Crowe's character goes insane halfway through the movie, and a whole bunch of weird shit happens there. Things happen that didn't really happen, and you know, whenever I watch a movie that's actually good, I don't really want to spoil it. If there's anyone that's like watching this and they are looking to see these to see if they can find any good movies, if a movie sucks, I will tell you it sucks, so you don't have the displeasure of watching it. But when there's a good movie, I don't want to ruin too much about it. I want to say, go out and watch it. I mean, if you're watching this and you can relate with some of those awkward years, you can probably watch A Beautiful Mind and you'd think it is pretty good. But if you're like, you never had that problem and you just coasted through, you're probably not gonna like this movie. It's gonna be like, oh, what the fuck is this? I mean, it'd be pointless. If you had awkward years, watch it. If you didn't and you coasted through life and everything was always perfect, give it a skip. But I thought it was pretty good. Anyway, next set of movies. Gene Hackman. Let's see, I watched two movies of his recently, Crimson Tide and The Birdcage. I don't know if I'll be able to do both of them, but let's start with The Birdcage. That one's a comedy movie. It's got Gene Hackman, and he plays the character of the dad whose daughter is marrying a guy she doesn't, or he wouldn't really approve of because he is a member of a normal family, and the son has gay parents. So racism or sexism or whatever you want to call it. So, and Robin Williams and the voice of Timon is playing the gay people. And yeah, there's a big misunderstanding there because they don't want Gene Hackman to know that Robin Williams and the voice of Timon are gay, so they pretend not to be gay, which entails to some ridiculous standards, and it's just one of those things, one of those movies where everything fucks up. It's like you try to organize something, and it's like you get a perfect plan, and then it fuck up after fuck up after fuck up, and it's you know, it's a pretty good movie. You can get through it. I'm sure it was really funny back in its day, but nowadays it's kind of doesn't hold up, but it's pretty good. I like it. Thumbs up. And, we got time for Crimson Tide. Alright, Crimson Tide, well, there's not really crimson blood or anything. It's not like a wave of blood or anything, so don't hold your breath for that. It's got Denzel Washington and Gene Hackman. It'd be awkward if it didn't have Gene Hackman and it was on his list. It'd be kind of weird. But it's in a submarine, one of the good submarine movies. They've got Gene Hackman is kind of like this no-nonsense captain who does whatever the hell he wants. And Denzel is the newer recruit who's coming in and knows a lot about it. And it's one of those things where the old guy thinks he knows what he's doing, but he doesn't. And the new guy knows what he's doing, and he does. And they just kind of go back and forth, and there's a big problem. There's like a mutiny, maybe. I can't remember. There might be a mutiny. There might not be. But there's a big argument, and there's a lot of conflict, and it's a good action movie. Real back and forth, so it's a good movie. I'd recommend it. Crimson Tide, it's one of the best submarine movies out there. There are some shitty submarine movies, but this is not one of them. It is one of the good ones. And I think we're going to leave it there, and we'll come back to you next time.